stuff, but it's creating opportunities that many of us we didn't have when we was growing up. We've been taught a lot of things. I personally, and I can't even separate it because I know that this is most of our testimonies. When I grew up, man, the ones who really made themselves available was the dope man. That really made itself available to say, look, this is how this goes. This is what you. I had my daddy, you feel me? Don't get me wrong, but daddy was just putting it on the table like they was putting it on the table. I seen pops going to work every day. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't appreciate that growing up. It's not until we hit this stage of maturation that we really appreciate going to work, putting our life on a check, and appreciating the value of that particular dollar that we won't keep blowing through, right? And so this is what the Brotherhood is for, man. It's for us to come together to see what changes need to be made within our communities. It ain't on no vigilante type stuff, but change that God will allow to take place through our hands. So this is what we are. We have another side of it. I'm gonna let Brother Life, he gonna break that other side down to us, man. Because like I say, it's just not on no church stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not just on the church, but not to forsake the core values of what we stand on. And we stand on biblical principles of God. You know what I'm saying? It's not on no indoctrination, nothing, but it's really understanding the biblical principles in the context in which it was prescribed for us to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that, man, when God is involved in everything we do, the scripture says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness. Everything else will be added. I don't know about y'all, but I need some stuff added to my life. I need some stuff added that I don't have to muscle my way through some stuff. And many of us in this room, will be found guilty for always muscling our way with some stuff. And to relieve some of the pressure of having to muscle our way through some stuff, this is where we begin to come to a table and begin to connect resources. Like, man, I may not have a connect on this hill. And let's be honest, we did it that way in the streets the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it over here, but your kinfolk on the south side got it. Your kinfolk on the north side got it. So let's run that play and make it happen. And we tend to forget that when we get saved. When we get saved, we tend to forget that, man. We had all of this great idea, all this hustle when we was on the other side, but then we come to church and we always want to just pray about some stuff. You feel me? The scriptures say, man, is to always pray, but the greatest part of prayer is after the amen. After the amen, because once I say amen, I got to get up and I got to take my ability and put my hands on something and cause it to do what it do, right? And so this is on Brother Pastor Calvin. I'm almost done. So, man, you might well come on down here, man. This is the purpose of this gathering. You know what I'm saying? This is why invites have been sent out strategically. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? We got some other people that's supposed to be on the way, and some of them are younger than y'all. You feel me? Because this is the point. If we can grab them young, how many of us got something here that we can pour into somebody? Like talk, you know what I'm saying? And the part about it, many of us, we have children, sons, that we can pour into, but they just not grabbing it right now. But guess what? God was somebody else who didn't come from you, appreciate what you have to offer, right? But the word of God talks about that too. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says the bond servant will be treated and see just like the son he grew up in the house. You know what I'm saying? And so these are the things, and man, so the things that we have to pour out, the things that we have to offer, they are of value. They are of value because, man, look, blood, sweat, and tears. Blood, sweat, and tears. Some of us, we've been trying stuff for so long, bro, and that's what's been poured into it. But for some reason, there's some things that we got going on that we can't turn loose because it's wrapped up into our purpose. So if we can begin to grab the young cats, you know what I'm saying? We can begin to grab the young cats and begin to structure them. I'll just pull it up. Oh, there you go. Grab the young cats and begin to structure them and show them, man. We did an invite here last month, man, and this will bless me because Lil Bro showed me his whole layout yesterday. We did an invite yesterday, and we talked, not yesterday, last month, and we talked about the importance of writing the vision and making it plain. Man, Lil Bro was burning them pages up. I'm talking about he wasn't in no phone, and then he went old school. He pen and pad, burning them pages up, man. And Lil Bro pulled me to the side yesterday. He said, bro, this is what, you know what I'm saying, I've been doing. And he said, bro, I'm ready to jump on my LLC. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm going to go get my DBA first, you know what I'm saying, to get it established. Then I'm going to transition it into an LLC. And as he gave me his folder, bro, I began to peel back the pages. And he began to show me like, man, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. And he got it step by step. And that's what we miss. You know what I'm saying? He got it step by step. And man, it just made me excited because all of the work is not in vain. Good to see you, bro. All of the work is not in vain, man. And so that is the purpose of this meeting. And we're standing on the scripture. We're standing on the scripture of Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpens iron, and no one man as one man sharpens another man. You feel me? And so this portion of the brotherhood is to really encourage us to really pull up with each other, to really, man. And I know it's hard, bro, because an invite to something, like you got to get through all the pump faking, you got to get through the fugazi, you got to peel all this stuff back. But guess what? Everybody in this room understands real, recognize real, right? And guess what that's called in church? Guess what it's called in church? It's called discernment. It's called discernment. You know whether or not somebody gassing you or not. You know what I'm saying? And so our sincere concern, come on in, bro. Our sincere concern is that we can all understand, we can all gravitate, and we can pull from this particular table, that we can pull from this body of water, because it's a lot of fish in the water. You feel me? You ain't got to worry about looking at bro plate, you know what I'm saying? Because bro will give you some of his fish, you know what I'm saying? Just in turn, when you catch your fish, just don't run off on the plug. You feel me? You know, that's hazardous. You feel me? But that's what it is, man. And I'm excited that you guys have come. Once again, this portion of the brotherhood. So the brotherhood is broken down into two portions, right? I'm just gonna give you a synopsis, right? Then we'll go into detail. The brotherhood is broken down into two portions. We have a non-profit, then we have a for-profit. You know what I'm saying? The non-profit, man. Once again, the scripture says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God." So many of us, man, we've been caught up with always trying to get to the bag or get to the check or get to the next piece of change. You know what I'm saying? But it's not until I learn. I'm gonna testify for me. It's not until I learn to switch my focus. You feel me? And when I switch my focus to really focus on God, and not from this old church building perspective, and not from, I'm talking about to be for real, to understand, like, if I get it right with Him, if I understand His principles, man, my family gonna prosper, my house gonna succeed. You feel me? Like, stuff gonna be covered supernaturally. You know, it ain't none of that me go pray about some stuff and then wait for God to do some stuff. Now, bro, it's me praying, being able to identify the opportunity and go and put my hands on what He called me to put my hands on, if this makes sense. And so this portion of it here is the nonprofit side. And so in this nonprofit side, man, we are offering some great things, y'all. We're offering some great things. We have programs in motion, man. Right now, we have Spanish program in place. You know what I'm saying? So where anybody in the community want to come and learn Espanol, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to learn Spanish. You know what I'm saying? And for those of us in business, y'all know we need that component. I'm in construction. You feel me? I'm in construction, and so I have to be able to communicate. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to sit in the midst, and if I can't speak it fluently, I can't let these boys talk over my head either. You know what I'm saying? So if I can put one word together with another, I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, they be talking about us. But we offering Spanish classes, man, and it's a community thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not just for one particular church. Like, if you want to learn Spanish, man, pull up. We have computer classes. Basic computer training. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that don't know how to navigate through the computer. You feel me? A lot of people that don't know how to do resumes. You know what I'm saying? So we have all of these things in motion. All of this. So we have the mentoring program. You know what I'm saying? So somebody may be gifted or skilled in something, you know, and this is where all of our gifts and all of our talents come to the table. You know what I'm saying? You may not know how to do this here, but you say, "Bro, I know how to do this." You know what I'm saying? And then can I pass somebody up to you? So he can learn how to do this here. And then the blessed part about it, man, because many of us, we are business owners at this particular table, you feel me? That means we can offer the trades that we know. So I'm a construction contractor, you know what I'm saying? I know, like, he does fencing, you know? Man, like, all of these things, bro, like, college is good, you feel me? I'm pro college, you feel me? But I'm pro trade. I'm pro trade, you feel me? Because I believe that when we learn trade, you know what I'm saying, we can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? They got people with college degrees that can't find employment. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a trade, you jump off the porch with what you know how to do. And the work, because anybody know that the work comes in with having to go and find it. You gotta go find it. You gotta go get it back, man. I dropped like $2.5 million worth of bids, bro, since last year. Ain't nothing hit yet, but they out there. They out there. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? If I keep being diligent, when it hit, oh, it's gonna hit. You feel me? So yeah. With that being said, man, that's the purpose of this. Anybody have any questions so far? Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
With the ones that you put together for us with the Spanish classes and all that, is that established already? You already have a place, or you put it in motion right now?
What? Okay, so we just confirmed last week with the instructor. We confirmed that, and it'll be held here. You know what I'm saying? We'll pop out the tables or whatever, and it'll be twice a month. First and third Saturdays. First and third Saturdays twice a month. That is a fee for his time. You feel me? So it's not something that we making a profit on, but for the instructor's time. You know what I'm saying? We will compensate him, and that fee is simply it's $50, $50 a month. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're gonna learn Spanish nowhere for the 50.
So it's 25 a session.
25 a session, bro. 25 a session, and that goes directly to that instructor. So we're not trying to capitalize on nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that's that. So the computer classes, those are scheduled. The computer classes and the Spanish classes are slated to kick off in April.
Okay, that's gonna be the same. So like 1 weekend gonna be this, the Spanish.
Yeah.
You gonna rotating for the Spanish. They're gonna be on the same weekend.
No, they'll be rotating. Especially if we have people that need to partake in both. But for the most part, when we sit down and look at those who have registered for the class, if they're not desiring both of those classes, then we have enough space to run those classes on the same day. So, for example, if you wanted to learn Spanish and say your wife wanted to learn more about the computers, you feel me? Then okay, we can run that on the same day. But if we look at the registration list of registration form and we see that the same person wants to learn Spanish and wants to learn, then we'll alternate. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do it one weekend and then another weekend for Spanish and for the computer classes. And other things that we are implementing, this isn't in motion yet, but we are also implementing English as a second language, SL classes. You know what I'm saying? So those things will begin to be more beneficial for our communities. So if you are in a community to where you have a lot of businesses that only employ Spanish-speaking people, you know what I'm saying? That's not really a benefit to us because we can't even communicate because of the language barrier, right? So if we offer English as a second language, then we can work with those people or those businesses within our community. Like, listen, bro, we got an organization over there that's teaching ESL. Hey, bro, you might want to get your people involved, you know what I'm saying? So that way they can communicate a little bit better with your customers, you know? And so those are some of the other things that we have in motion too. All right, any other questions? Okay. Pastor, you have something?
I have one.
Yes, sir.
I might have missed it. When will they start registering? I know it says start in April or something.
Yeah.
We register before then?
Yeah, we'll start registering the first weekend in March.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and we'll make all of this information available. So we most definitely want to get your contact information, your email addresses. Then that way you can send out those emails or if you want to be text. And you have your preference whether you want to be text or whether you want to have an email sent. Yes, sir.
Is this for just adults or children included?
Well, we want to focus on 16 and up.
Okay.
16 and up.
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right.
Excited, man. We're excited to be here. Excited to have y'all here. I just, go around and talking and doing a lot of, man, we got about 10 minutes and we'll turn it over to Life, but let's do his part also. Just a little bit about myself. My name is Calvin Miller, pastor of Chosen Church of Houston, located right here with my brother, Pastor Jay. They service start at 10:30. We here early at 8. Get you in, get you out to your chicken, right? Huge on community, huge on community, everything when it comes to community, as far as outreaches and things of that nature. This is the nonprofit side. When it comes to different things that we do, we've done gas outreaches where we've popped up in the community and giving out free gas to people in the community that come to the pump. We give them fuel on the physical side and the spiritual side. Free too, $30, right? They tank. We've seen people come up as early as 4 o'clock in the morning to wait in line to get that gas. We're giving away food, home distribution items. Matter of fact, Apostle Jay got a warehouse that's about 2 blocks over. There's resources. We got connections with Walmart, Amazon, and other entities where, we get items and be able to bless, people in the community that may not be able to, afford to do things. We also do things. Matter of fact, we got a prayer walk coming up March 8th. We love, the brothers to join us March 8th in Sunnyside, at Sunnyside Park at 10 o'clock. It's going to start at 10 o'clock. People from the community all over, they come. They block the HPD, block the streets out for us. And we do what we do on our end to cover, what's going on in our communities. It's Sunnyside, but prayers reach everywhere. We do basketball events. We do back to school events. I'm responsible for doing the flyers for HPD, so I do a lot of the flyers, so stuff that y'all see them doing. I pretty much do all the flyers for HPD, so we work closely with the police department. What else? Mentorship. Right now, we got access to Cullen Middle School, Axe Middle School, where we can get inside of the schools and mentor. So we have an event coming up in April where we'll be inside the Cullen Middle School, we have barbers and things like that. We'll have some empowerment. We have some giveaways to the men, to the young men that's going to be there. I'm just huge on giving back. My heart. I was raised in Sunnyside, raised in Sunnyside and South Park. I grew up in South Park. My dad said, "Hey, we're gonna move from the hood. We moved to Bethlehem, Scott." So, all I know is the hood, right? So, I've seen when I didn't have a lot, and I've seen what God's done in my life. So my heart from joining the military at 01, joined the military, spent 12 years in the Navy, 6 deployments. My last 2 was in Blood, Iraq. So I've been around brothers all my life that don't look like you. So when it comes to brothers that we're connecting with, it's not just hey, we just want to connect. We really have a heart for what we do. Because I've seen God do some amazing things with brothers that look different from different places.
Right.
So my heart is just as we continue, what we doing right now, brothers, is establishing the foundation, right? So that y'all can know what y'all are part of, what y'all getting, y'all involved in, what would like to get involved in. So I'll go over. I created what's called a standard operating procedures. Standard operating procedures. I know Larry will like that. We military, so he knows. A lot of the stuff I created was from military background, and I'll just read through this real fast so that y'all can kind of know where we at as far as what expectations is. I'm huge on expectations. Like when people invite me to tables or to visions, what is the vision? If you ever go sit at a table and somebody don't have a vision, that's probably a sign to run, right? Because they probably just want your money, but don't really respect your time. I want to respect your time, and then at the same time, you drop $1 million. I'm just but the Brotherhood, right? The Brotherhood mentorship program from the nonprofit side. Brotherhood is more than just a mentorship program. It's a movement designed to establish these 4 words: accountability, accountability, stability, capability, and ability, right? All 4 words is what? Ability, right? I believe everybody in here has ability to do something. Right? I can learn something from yourself. OG in the bag with the polo boots. Come on, y'all in the snow. I saw boots. It's like, come on. I just saw starchy Archie, and I see polo boots.
That's how we rock.
Come on, I love it.
That's how we did it.
Every one of y'all, I can learn something, right? Like you give me a tool, I would probably break something, right? Give me a computer, I bless your life. So I know where I'm strong at, and then I know what not to touch, right? I'm not about to go into your hood and mess with it, and you're gonna sue me, right? But if you got a vision, we can work. I can do that, right? And so I believe that all of us have the ability to do something, but it does no good for us to have ability if we don't have accountability, right? But I believe a lot of us have the ability to do everything, but I know my struggle was accountability. So I had to, here we go that word, like I had to humble myself, right? The Bible says in 2 Chronicles 7:14, it says, if my people humble yourself, right? We be hollering the humble part and seeking his face and turning from the wicked ways and all, right? But that scripture really starts with that first word, if, right? We all have a choice to do what we want to do. It's what we're going to do with what we have, what God has blessed us with, the seed that he's given us responsibility and handle. So ability to build our legacy that shifts families and communities forever. This document will outline the official standards and expectations for all members to ensure the success and integrity of our mission. And then we'll make sure we get everybody everybody's email address, and then when Life gets ready to jump into his session, we'll let y'all introduce yourselves, tell us, y'all name, who advice, where you come from, and then we'll keep flowing. Membership requirements, 16 and up, like Pastor said, they must demonstrate a commitment to personal growth, community engagement, and mentorship. Again, brothers, for me, I was blessed, being a household with mom and dad, did join the military, so I'm structured, right? I do not believe in wasting anybody's time, right? How, like, you go to a dealership and they like play with your time because they just really just want, you just purchase personal. I respect their time. Like, I'm huge on that. Like, I feel like if you can't share, vision behind what we're trying to do, it's kind of wasting your time. So just know that I honor your time. So we're looking for personal growth. And on our end, we're looking for personal growth, community engagement, mentorship, must complete a 90-day probation period successfully. So in other words, give us 90 days. We want to give you 90 days. See, hey, is this what I really want to do? I really want to be a part of it, because you may be excited today, then, next month, you're like, you know what? I really don't have time for this, and that's fine, right? Yeah. But we just want to make sure that, once we introduce the table, that everything is cool, everything is right. So, must attend at least one brotherhood event per quarter. So, like, another thing we having, we have a huge outreach every quarter, every fifth Sunday. It's 4 fifth Sundays of this month. So we'll put out more information about that later. But we always have something community related involved going on. So we're always looking for hands and involvement with that. All potential members, again, during this time, 10-hour scheduled mentorship sessions, which this will be once a month. Participate at least one outreach event. Engage in mentorship, partnership with a senior brother member. Demonstrate commitment to the core values of the brotherhood. And at the conclusion of United Days, of course, evaluation will be conducted to determine official membership. Just structure, man. Upon successful completion, then we'll make sure everybody's certified. You have access to all these resources. Like, we have resources. It does no good if we have resources and don't share it, right? So the resources that we have, we want to make sure that we share it. What they say, sharing is caring, right? A lot of black folks do not like to share at times, right? And I get it, because if you've been burnt, I'm probably going to stay in my hole until I determine if you're really real about your access, about your future. Because at the end of the day, it's about what where you trying to go. So I always try to evaluate people and make sure that they're real about what they're talking about. So the membership expectation, I got 2 minutes. I'm trying to squeeze by this. Core values, accountability. Every member is responsible for himself and his brothers. We lift as we climb, right? Stability. We create a foundation that others can build upon. And then the capability part is that we grow in wisdom, strength, skill to maximize our potential. And then the legacy, our actions today impact generations to come. So it was something that Light said earlier when we first got here. He's like, man, even I don't live to see this, we got it started, right? And I told him, I said, well, at the end of the day, we in on the know. The KNOW, because we in on the know, we're not tripping by any no's. That's why, like, when you text me, I got excited, Darren, because I was like, well, you might have got a no there, but your yes is coming. Then the man texted me last night. It was like, hey, man, because I ain't trying to testimony, but he got his yes, right? And so sometimes we get caught up on our no, and we can't never celebrate our yes because we're frustrated about where everybody tells us no. Then, of course, the legacy again is to each one reach one so we can teach one. It's people that's younger than us and we need to be grabbing on to so that they can learn early. Because if I had this at my younger age, I'll be on another level. So it's about creating financial literacy, those type of programs. Make sure they don't make those financial mistakes that we made, budgeting and all that stuff will be available. Just teaching, I want to teach brothers like responsibility. Like me, I can get in the Bible and teach and preach to you all day, lay hands, and we can come get it any Sunday you want. But my thing is, when you leave a church, can you be responsible beyond your name? Come on, but you not being ta bo 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 bo, and your ABCs, right? Can you count to 10, right? And so sometimes it's a struggle there because we haven't learned the fundamentals. Commitment. Attention to all outreaches. Again, we have one in March, June, September, December, and we'll have some even beyond those dates. Monthly check-ins. Just make sure our brothers is good. not just to come and then we impartation or we sharing opportunities. When we get to the other side of the profit side of money that we're gonna be making as a brotherhood, that is just about that part. But checking in, sending out a text, hey Larry, man, how you doing? Send AJ, man, you got Derek, Darren, how you doing, right? Just showing a concern beyond just coming to meet. Participation, mentorship, training, development workshops, engage with Brotherhood media platforms to spread our missions. We'll have a digital presence. We already have a Facebook page for the Brotherhood. We actually live right now on YouTube, so that we can just put this out here. That we got a table, a room of brothers that is about to do something crazy for the city of Houston and other places. I got international ties also in Kenya and other places. So it's just not just local, but it's international also. So some stuff we be doing here, my intention is to take also to Kenya and other places international. I didn't focus too much too quick on international mission because it's work right here in Sunnyside, South Florida. We forget about them places, but we want to go all across the world and minister. And I'm like, man, I got a brother right next door to me that really needs some help. So I've been a little slow on going overseas for that reason, because I believe that there's a lot of work to be done on this side. Again, the leadership, you got myself, you got J Dab, Apostle J Dab, you got Elder Cox, you got Kenneth Thorns that's also a part of the board, and then you got James Collins that's also a part of the board, which two of them is on assignment. This one, let me share this. Like, I'm huge on marriage, right? Like, I've been married 19 years. I know my brother KT need to get away, spend some time with his wife. I'm like, bro, this right here ain't going nowhere. That's your first ministry. So they spend time today. So it's just about making sure that we stay balanced, that we don't get caught up in all of this, and then we're not balancing the home. I tell people, make sure you take care of your home first before you trying to build, because the foundation is key for where you decide to go. So I did that pretty fast. We got it in black and white. We go to everybody once we get your email, so you can go back over it and look at it. We also have what's called personal qualified standards. I know too, Larry. But I won't jump into that because of time. I'll turn it over right now to Life, so that Life can come and share the other side. But any brothers, man, have any questions about anything that's been shared? How y'all feeling?
Feels great.
Man, look, seriously, I appreciate y'all for taking the time out on Saturday to come and do this again. This once a month. We building. So what we building outside, I always tell folks, man, like, I don't believe in it. I'm gonna say it again, wasting time. I've had a lot of these moments where people create tables and I'm going over there. But me and Jay have been blessed to sit at a couple tables. But we was talking, we was like, man, we really believe that this is it. Like, this is it. We start working from the ground, and then watch the seeds begin to manifest.
And soon, man, you ready?
What's up, bro?
Really, after he's finished speaking, what we want to do is we have some food on with these kolaches to be cold on you. It's not going to take me long. I'm not long-winded at all. I don't do the long-winded thing. And we're going to get straight to the business. And I'm going to ask y'all. I'm going to get straight to the business, and I'm going to ask a couple of questions, because once again, it's something that they kind of reiterated earlier about wasting each other's time. So I'm going to ask a couple of questions to make sure that this is what you want to do. And I'm going to ask you some hard questions to make sure this is what you want to do, so we can move on accordingly, because this is about to be massive. It's about to be massive, man. But I'll get off into that in a minute. Let Pastor J Dab finish talking to you. They got some food, man. Have you little food and some drinks or whatever. Then y'all come on back, and it ain't gonna take me about 30 minutes, so we're gonna be finished.
And I just wanted to say, man, everything that has been said thus far, if you give us your email address or your phone number, the link can be texted to you, so you can go back and reevaluate it. And two, even with that email address, everything that Brother Miller just read off can be emailed to you. You know what I'm saying? Because most definitely, you don't want to just jump into something without considering God. I'm saying, like, is this something? Because everything that sounds good may not be good for you. You feel me? But commitment is everything. We believe in commitment plus consistency brings forth the change that we want to see. But
Say that one more time.
commitment plus consistency equals the change. Because all of us, we've been striving for change in some area of our life, and the areas that we're struggling in, that we're not seeing change in, is most likely because we're still ignorant to some degree in that particular area, right? And this is another way that we can help each other. You know what I'm saying? If I'm struggling with something, man, if I'm struggling in a financial situation or something, man, it's something that I'm not getting, it's something that is not clicking. But you say, bro, have you tried woo, woo, woo? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what? I haven't tried it. You feel me? And that works. So now this is an exchange of insight, exchange of knowledge. And knowledge is what allows us to go forth in areas that we don't necessarily have everything in. So once again, everything that has been shared, it'll be emailed to you, it'll be text to you. You just go to the link and press play, man, and you can hear. Because we did a episode on the radio station the other night, man, and I missed so much. I'm sitting in the thing, and I missed so much sitting in there, and I didn't catch it until I hit the play back. Like, man, I didn't even hear when that was said or when that happened. You know what I'm saying? But so I just wanted to share it. But at this time, man, brother, we have juice, coffee, water, donuts, kolaches. Man, help yourself, man.
I'm old school, Doc. Do y'all have that on paper?
Yeah.
Print it out for me?
I got you right.
Yeah, do me a print out, man.
Now we got you.
I'm be the first one in the computer class.
So we'll convene back. It's 11:07 right now. We'll convene back at 11:20. So man, it's all about look. This is one of the first principles that I'm gonna give you right here. And my brother-in-law can tell you, man, this is how I make money and I don't leave my house. Networking is your net worth. Okay, your network is your net worth. Okay, so just convene, mingle, man, find out who does what, and then we'll go from there. So let's get back together around about 11:20, and that's in 12 minutes. All right.
Yeah. What's up, bro? You good, bro? What's up, Nick? Yeah, I'm doing okay, but okay. Come on, man. Yeah, still here above ground. Yeah, this is where I want to be right here. Come on, man. Let me grab some tap.
Yeah, man. That's old youngsters, man. Two churches. That's the key. Yeah, we have 8, and he starts at 10. What's your name? Hey, man, that's show, man. It's go time. He said 22. I said, oh, yeah. That's what's up. And we're gonna talk about that right now. And then we're gonna go on this. You said right? Like Nick. What's your name? Ray. Ray. What's up, son? That's my boy right here, man. So proud of him, man. Come on. You bigger than me.
Brother supposed to be here too. They like this. He had his jaw, his Zoom call at 10 o'clock this morning.
Oh, he like me, had a whole lot of meetings for
Yeah. So he was at 10 o'clock. Cause I said I was gonna get him to come for me, but this morning I'm dressed, getting ready to go to work. They text us out for work been counseling.
He's like, let me get on into the building.
You know what I'm saying? I think God know how to do it.
Come on, man. You had called that though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm here. So and now look, I canceled them. I said, now let me slide up to the front of the class. I was in the back of the class and I was up in school. To the front now.
So you go to the front now.
I'm going to the front now, man. Everything good with KG?
Yeah. He just spent some time with his wife, man. They haven't been on a date in a long time. So we was talking, conversating, and he said that's like, man, this weekend we are going out. So that's what I was laughing and said, get away, man.
I go the distance with him hard, help others beat him. Will I pray? Will I reach him hard? Drop it to take him down. Will I stand when it's going down? Or run till I get by the lane? Crazy every time I'm a press.
What's up, brother?
Through the rain, through the mud, I'm a saint through the ball.
Fortunately, I already be up, but I get up a little early. Yeah, like that Tuesday, like when I was telling them, like, man, what? The last Tuesday, boy, like I said, I had. But now I know I know I can do it. I ain't gotta wait till you be home. But I was here, y'all coming last week. I had no last
Still gets better than secret love, and I ain't sharpen nine, so I sharpen the countenance of my brother's mind. And it's my first, so I need those encouraging words that when it looks
like I said, I read the fly, so it's about 9 o'clock. This type of shit thing. So I'm like, I just switched it up. But see, that I understood in my heart, my spirit. I'm getting up anywhere on Tuesday early, like I normally would. And going to a discipleship with God, then. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that seed was planted in water. I need it. I want it. Now, I guess God will test me to see if I, just how it did last week. I'm going to get up ready. Then it popped up. I'm like, okay, let's go. And find out that it won't last.
Yeah, we bring the heat. The Lord is our shepherd. We just trying to guide the flock of sheep. No faking here. We want honey. Serving God like no other. Ride or die from our brother. Same father. Super mother. No faking here. We want honey. Serving God like no other. Ride or die from our
We'll be
brother.
coming back from a cruise. We'll probably get like 5:30. We coming, but we'll be late getting there.
That's what we was the last time. Yeah, right there though.
We still here because I can bring up the screens and some stuff. So we may start just having it here.
Yeah. I'm talking about shit. We got a board or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be a real
Or you just said just instead of going out there, just don't make it skill. Yeah, I will. Then I had a couple of brothers too, because I was about the date. And he said, if you put in this calendar, I told him every fourth Saturday now. The time might change, but the date will be the same.
Yeah. The only time it's gonna change. The only reason we let y'all know ahead of time, but for most part, it's gonna be cool. So
Time might be every time. That's what I was telling you. Normally, Saturday, time might vary. Yeah, so some changes.
This looks like it's gonna be a good thing. But man, this gonna be. I gotta take pictures too. I got the refrigerator coming this way.
My God is so real. He's real. He's real.
hearse. Then you say me, boy, he reversed with the curse that was on my life. Wasn't living right. Sipping service right, man, partying all night. Straight up fist fights, if them boys talking reckless. Can't be lame coming out of Houston, Texas. Gotta maintain, gotta grip grain, gotta switch lanes, man, in the candy dang. Then I realized that this right down game. Then he took away all the hurt and the pain. Corrupted my soul, made me whole. Tried me through the fire, and came my pure gold. Saved my soul, I'll forever give him praise. Need to surrender now because we in the last days. If you're not for him, then you against him. If he be for us, I'll be against him. Said man, from the south so real. Yeah, I remember when I got that diamond grill. Yeah, 40 deep in the car, no chill. Yeah, I'm the man, but my heart was full of steel. Yeah, I was running from a car that was years. Yeah, so fast that I couldn't even hear. Yeah, if you ask me why I did it, it was fear. Yeah, Christ saved me and taught me how to live for real. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
What this is? What's this?
Oh, that's J-Dab, new album.
Huh?
That's J-Dab, new album. He,
Put this on.
iTunes. It's called It Is Finished.
Just Google it.
I think it's on YouTube.
I got iTunes.
Oh, yeah, you got
I
iTunes.
got
Yeah.
iPhone.
Yeah. That but you got iTunes. Yeah, you got
iTunes. I don't know, bro.
Look, I don't either.
Went to bed last night, didn't feel good. Woke up early this morning, ain't going good on a beautiful sunny day. We gon' chill and ball and parlay, everything is okay. No time to worry, just gonna relax and let God get the glory. That's another story, fire up the pit. When everybody is gonna be legit, too legit, but the switch. This another hit, this is the time, we gonna wreck this, turn to distance. This is a blessing. Everybody here, so ain't nobody stressing, and we all from this one beat through the streets of my neighborhood. Ain't God good, ain't God good. Top down, sunshine while I'm hurting on the neighborhood. Ain't God good, ain't God good. Yeah, I'm feeling so fly, plus I'm looking and I'm smelling good. Ain't God good, ain't God good. I'ma come just to ride about something that is understood. Ain't God good, ain't God good.
Man, God is good. I'm so grateful and blessed. We avoid the stress and stay away from the mess. Down here in Texas, we parlay and we ball. Whether sunny or gray, them foes gon' crawl. Ain't time to stall. Ben answered the call. We ain't playing with y'all. We can't go it all. So if you want this smoke, then we got the static. Live rounds, automatic, still a Jesus fanatic. It's a time and season for everything that moves. This the time and season we took our armor and groove. If you snooze, then you lose. These are just the facts. We on a mission, big dog, till Christ come back. But today we relax and enjoy the bam. See what's on the pit. OG don't burn it, man. I pray you understand that I'm Father.
Man, come on.
So, man, brother, man, again, appreciate y'all for coming up, talking about the LLC side. So, the vision statement for the LLC side, right? So, it's the Brotherhood LLC exists to foster a community of men dedicated to building, leading, and establishing legacies through strategic investments, through personal development, and shared accountability. Again, all this will be emailed to you. Our aim is to cultivate brotherhoods that transcends traditional business models by aligning values, vision, and purpose. And so we got two sides, right? This nonprofit side is community. Like I said, I nicknamed myself Mr. Community. If it's something that needs to be done in the community, we've done trash cleanup, community, neighborhood cleanups, That's me. Like that's the business side, that's why you got accountability, right? Those that got businesses and stuff like that, God has blessed me tremendously. I don't have a 9 to 5. God has blessed me to where I can, do work for the kingdom and my bills still get paid. And it's only him that does it. I'm not bragging or anything, but it's him that does it. But it blesses my time to be able to sit around with men of God like Jay and Life and KT that has businesses. Right now, I'm learning more of the entrepreneurial side to get, involved in even more stuff to where, I can continue to build a legacy. For me, legacy, everybody say legacy. Legacy. Man, you should be working on legacy, right? Like when you leave here, there's a street that you can hump, you got land, you got something that you can say, man, that's my son house, right? Like that's my daddy's property, right? Like man, me and my daddy, we built that, right? It's all about the legacy foundation, that base model and the model principle. I always say this: you cannot complain about the reaping if you know what you're sowing. Right? You cannot complain about the reaping if you know what you're sowing. Like if you're not sowing time to get to where you're trying to go, you ain't gonna never grow. You're gonna stay, at a stunt stage or at a seed stage with no stability behind, the growth. That's why we say accountability, stability, capability, and ability, right? Accountability, stability. Well, how do I get past stability? Well, when I get past stability, I should have the capability. So when he gives me the capability, he gives me a greater capacity to do even more. So in other words, I would, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all. That's me. I'm like, God, give me the strength to do exceedingly abundantly above all. Again, this foundation principle guides our actions, relationships, and business strategies within the Brotherhood LLC. So some of the core principles of the Brotherhood, which we talk about trust, consideration, preparation, and delegation. Consideration, preparation, and delegation. These pillars is what's going to create the strong stability, accountability where each community member, will thrive. Our goal is not to just, not see you thrive, but for all of us win. One of my favorite movies is Paid in Full, where it says, we all got to eat meat, right? That's what, I mean, you don't work though, you ain't gonna eat. You don't watch me eat though. I'm gonna let you know because I'm gonna put it in the work. I gotta do what I gotta do. I have a discipleship class that I host every Tuesday morning at 5 a.m. Right, 5 a.m. I tell the brothers, I'm like, man, if you want discipleship, you got to get up when I get up, right? And then before they're on, from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m., I'm up praying. That's just what I do. I'm an intercessor at heart. I'm up 12 a.m. to 3 a.m., so my sleep is minimal. But I ask God that if you're going to take me away from my 9 to 5, I'll serve you for the rest of my life. And he took me from my 9 to 5. He supported me and my family. So from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m., I'm always in prayer. So if there's any brothers in here and you need prayer, send me your prayer request. I'm up at that time and I'm praying. I want to cover y'all. But at 5 a.m. every Tuesday morning, we have a discipleship class where we're not just talking about the BIBLE, but we're talking about life, how life be life. And then, other things that, we can help you with on the financial side, just, getting us stable. But I just wanted to put that out. So that's out be on Zoom every Tuesday at 5 a.m. and we email all that stuff out. You'll get generated text from a number that may look weird to you, but I'll introduce myself on a text so you don't spam me and you'll know who I am. So that way you'll get the reminders that way of what we're doing. Community engagements, what we got going on, the LLC part, we got, we just got an opportunity to buy fourplex. And man, they only asking for 200,000. Hey, we need 25,000 from the brothers, and boom, we close on the deal within a week. I believe strategically, once we continue to build the foundation, we're gonna be making moves like that, where it happens so fast. We have so much property where the community is going to be blown away with how we started, things that we're doing on both sides. We're not just money. We're also building the nonprofit side to where we show up in schools when that little kid, make that child need that help, that big brother to show up, the OG to show up. I'll leave you with this. I'll turn it over to Life. We had a situation just this week, and somebody got into a fight in the apartment complex. They got into this fight. And then a gun got involved. He went back out with the gun, and the gun was stolen from him. When the gun was stolen from him, mom, she called, she told us about the situation. Me and a couple of brothers who showed up, came to the apartment complex. We walked the apartment complex looking for, this could have went bad. We ended up finding the people that, was involved in everything, that was doing the fight and stuff. Everything got reconciled on that end, but it's good to have big brothers to show up. Right? Therefore, today, we fighting, we shooting ourselves, right? But I'm strong enough to know that, I married 4 kids, and I get a horse out your leaves like that. So, but I have a responsibility to show up to help that young man not to be a statistic, not to repeat what I repeated, as a child. So those are other things where I may take, hey, you're close to this area. We got a kid that needs us to show up right now. So it's a look, everything that this brotherhood will have our hands on, resources that we'll have, things that we'll be doing that's bigger than just, what, the normal people is doing. I think outside the box to where we say so active to where, we making legacy changes, legacy moves, right? You got God, and you got LeBron, and everybody else, right? You got God, and you got the Cowboys, and then everybody.
Yeah. Oh, no, you don't.
About to tip out, man.
All right. Look. We only got I'm gonna say a hot 20-25 minutes left, and man, it's gonna be short, powerful, right? Because I believe in being impactful. All right, and one of my sons, man, 2 of my sons showed up today, in the back, and then my son right here with my grandbaby. Look, they already know how I am, and how I've talked in the past. I'm real pictorial, right? Because that's the way that I learn. I have to see it to understand it. So this is no disrespect because y'all not kids no more, Jack. So I can't boss y'all around like I used to. So I'm asking you, if you can, if you young people, if you consider yourself young, come on up here to the front. There's a reason why I'm doing it. Come on up here and sit up here. There's a reason for that. Let me tell you the reason why you're coming up here. Because of what I'm about to read and what we're about to employ this is a pictorial presentation of what we're going to do for you. And what that is, we're going to get behind you. BJ, you ain't young no more, man. You're 35. Look, BJ, do me a favor. Come, this is another part of, come on. If you don't mind, Pastor BJ, come on up here, sit over here right next to me, man, because it's a reason for it.
Who over 30? None of y'all over 30?
Appreciate it.
Hallelujah. We sorry.
Okay, so it's a reason for this, and I just said it. Look, this is the thing. This is what I want to ask you guys, and then we're almost finished. Let me get a show of hands in here, and don't be embarrassed. That know for sure that they are winning. If you don't know, don't raise your hand. See, the reason why I'm saying keep your hands raised, the ones that are that believe that they're winners. We have to identify, because we have to identify who's struggling in that area, because ain't that how it works when you go to the doctor? They give you a prognosis, a diagnosis, find out what's wrong with you so they can know how to help you. Okay. Put your hands down. Who in here believe that they're not winners? And I'll just go with the ones who didn't put their hands up the first time, because sometimes people don't want to do that. But I understand that. So you see the ratio. So you see the work at hand. Like this is going to be the first principle for this, because I don't waste nobody's time, and I don't want nobody wasting mine. This is the first principle to learning, to discipleship, right? And it's a couple of different phases of discipleship, right? What I'm dealing with you on is becoming a mentor to mentees in the teachings of business. You understand what I'm saying? The religious and what you believe, as far as who is God is and who is Jesus in your life, we're going to have a whole lot of that. And of course, that's who we are.
So, but we're not gonna bang you upside your head. We're not gonna ostracize you if you're struggling in that area, because that's not what we're here for. But of course, you just have to know that we're always gonna be trying to compel you to believe in that area. Let's get that understood. First step, first principle is humility. You know what humility is? That's humbling yourself under mastery of teachings. Look, I still do it till this day. When someone has mastered a concept, I'm like SpongeBob. If it's something that I'm weak in, like this young man right here, young, 30-some odd years old. This brother young, Pastor Miller, these are young preachers, right? But I don't come in here with no attitude, and we're going to get to this in a minute, but we try to make sure that we have a good understanding. I don't come in here with an attitude like I know everything. That's going to kill your future off the muscle. You understand? So you find people who you could glean from. Of course, we're men. We're going to demand respect. But if you got something to teach, like my son, DJ, I've never did this in my life. And I'm a businessman, right? My son, he's not even 30 years old yet, man. 2-3 years ago, this kid had a 800 credit score. They smart these days. He did just based off of just looking on the computer. This is what I need to do, and I need to do this. Had it to the point to where he could do anything with his credit. So my credit was struggling. I'm getting there. Who do you think I went to for advice? My son. No matter if I'm his dad. He the master. Yes, sir. What do I need to do? What I need to do, master? They ain't taking nothing for 800. That's what I need in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking to trash. Just probably got the upper hand on me. Yeah. Like, man, I take that. 800. You know, that's what I need in my life. So, for us in here who struggle with that area of being humble under certain things, just know, ooh, here it go right here. You're doing a disservice to yourself. If you want to grow, and go, your first step is humility. If you can't do that, this ain't the place for you. Because the thing is, the teachers in here and the people who are strong in certain areas, we're going to demand it. If this ain't for you, go on back out there and find it your way. Go on, figure it out your way. But this is the shortcut. Because we're going to give you this knowledge, right? Just like that. Here it goes. I'm almost finished. I just started. These are some other things that we're not going to tolerate. And I'm speaking like this because what we're about to build, let me tell you something, man. Hey, and I'm going to speak it, and I got it on my watch right here. And whoever's watching, it's no disrespect. We're going to, look, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, my life is a Disney movie. We're going to be bigger than the Masons. Y'all know how big the Masonic group is?
In the name of Jesus.
Huge. And I was a part of it. I've been to the meetings. I can't share none of that stuff. But the camaraderie and the brothership is, man, off the rockers, bro. When I tell you, man, it's off the rockers. And this is, don't despise small beginnings. That's some of the Bible stuff. Because it's not a whole bunch of people in here. And we not off the ground yet. But I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, don't miss this bullet train. Because it's coming. Now, here comes the sales part coming out of me. Don't miss it. But those of you who know me in here personally, y'all know where I started. The proof is in the pudding. And I ain't talking about P-U-D-D-I-N-G. I'm talking about the P-U-T-T-I-N-G.
All right. All right.
Oh, man. So the music behind that boy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know where I came from. They know we came from the mud, from nothing, homeless at all, ex-con. I've been in the penitentiary, ex-drug dealer. You understand what I'm saying? Violent, man. I got violent stuff on my record that my kids don't even know about. You understand? So when you look at me, what you say to yourself is, No excuses.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the first thing we're gonna kill is these excuses. Man, I ain't handle that. I handle that. Man, we was poor. I was poor. Not too long ago. Man, I didn't do good in school. Me neither. I didn't graduate. I got a GED. Valid. Had to get somebody to cheat on that so I can get that.
You got it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to kill all the excuses. That's what I'm saying. No excuses here. We don't want to hear it. I'm glad that some of you all were honest with yourself and you feel as though that you're not a winner. Guess what, man? Look, here you go. Here goes some I learned from old Pimp a long time ago. See, I glean up all kind of different principles and I use it for the good because in the Bible it said it's meant for my bad, but God used it for my good. He said, look here, boy. He said association brings assimilation. I said, what that mean? He said, man, you hang around and sooner or later you'll be like it. I'm like, oh, for real? Oh, so I started hanging around my Caucasian brothers, I gotta say it, the millionaires. And look, and this is what I told them off the muscle. I don't want you to give me nothing. The only thing I want you to give me is the game.
Yeah.
I don't want your money. Somebody always come to you trying to dig in your pockets. I want to dig in your brain. How you do that? So that's why we're here today. Because if you listen, number one, and it's gonna go for me sometime. Then I know we had a lot of stuff going on, and we got lives, we got jobs and stuff like that. But punctuality, man. If we don't look, this is the thing. If we're gonna operate in the essence of excellence, this is the thing. We're black, right? Okay, strike one. You understand what I'm saying? And where we come from, strike two. You understand what I'm saying? And the mentality that we have to change, strike three. So we have to go, look, this is the thing. We have to go above and beyond to show the world we're not what they think we are.
All right. Yes, sir.
And what that's going to take, here it goes. We're about to get off to the business side of it. But these are the base principles. What that's going to take is that's going to take a vicious grind. You know what I'm talking about? Ex-hustlers in here. You know what I'm talking about? When we get some wholesales and you out on the block all night, wait for everybody to leave so you can hit the next that come through. Vicious grind. See? That principle has to transliterate on this side over here. You're going to have to want this bad enough because it's not going to be easy. If you think it's going to be easy, look, get you a kolache and the donuts, juice, and holler at you. Because it's not going to be easy. But it starts with the base principles of being on time. It started at 10 o'clock. Now, if this is not important to you, don't sign up. If this is not something that you're going to sacrifice for, don't sign up. Just don't do it. Because you're going to do a disservice to us and a disservice to yourself. We have to have structure in what we're doing to go where we're going. Ooh, that was hot right there. Ooh, that t-shirt. We got to have structure. Now, for where we're going. We're about to exceed all of the expectations of even myself, because I saw it without a shadow of doubt. I don't just speak like that. You know what I'm saying? I know what God showed me, and I'm crazy enough to believe it because of where I'm at right now. And I'm not saying this to be braggadocious or anything like that, but my son and my sons and my brother-in-law know where we came from, and now I'm worth over $2 million. And I'm saying that, I'm not saying that to boast and brag, because I used to rob and jack the Capitals. I did. That would make me feel bad and pulling up the swingers, talking all that big noise. You understand? Want to make me feel like I ain't nothing. We used to rob them. So I'm not going to ever be what I hate, right? This ain't what that's about. What this is about is showing you, and my nephew, he's seen where we came from, that it's possible. You get it? It's possible, man. And I'm not the smartest dude in the world, man. But if I could do it, if Pops can do it, you can do it. And this is the thing that I want to share. It's some basic principles. And I'm like a scout that went over to the promised land. Some of y'all who know the Bible. And Moses back here. And I've seen the promised land, bro. I'm like, man, these grapes is this bigger than my house. Like, oh my God, this is for real? It's that easy? It's not that easy. You tried it, boom. Oh man, oh my God, that is that easy. So I'm that brother that's running back. Hey man, bro, if we come together, it's over. But we have to have some structure. 11:40, 20 minutes. Egos, pride, self-centeredness, leave that at the door. I got to work on myself too. My son tells me that all the time. And I'll be like, whatever, but I hear it. Man, like, so I have to check that within myself. And this is one thing, and I know this is one of my favorite lines, right? Trust is to be earned. Let us earn your trust. But you got to show up, and you got to sacrifice, and you got to commit. Here it goes. Principles. We're talking about humility, right? Let me tell you how we can make everybody in here multimillionaires and shake this city up. First part is going to be consideration. Identifying strengths and weaknesses for the ones who didn't raise their hand. We already know we got to work on you and let you know that you are victorious. Somebody lied to you. Life lied to you. What it is, you got to adjust your expectations. That's the first thing you're going to have to do. You'll find out you're winning more than you think. Ooh, I'll show you that one. I had to see that myself. That was right there. I'm not going to lie about it. After consideration, we find out who you are. It's the reason why we're doing all this, right? So we structure the team. You feel me? And then we're going to go into preparation, equipment with the proper tools. Once we find out your strengths and weaknesses, what we're going to do is work on your weaknesses, but then we're going to capitalize on your strengths. Does that make any sense? So we're going to take those strengths. Okay, man, he's good. He's good at marketing. He's good at, my son is a master carpenter. He's coming out, man, I'm talking about like on some, I ain't just saying it because it's him. He's a savant in this area. My nephew, man, picking up all these different trades and so on and so forth. And my son, I can't speak on everybody else. I don't know y'all yet. My son, you know what I'm saying? He come up, he's a big manager at, what is that? Where do you work at? At FedEx, big dog. And if you knew where he came from when I met him, man, there ain't no way you probably could have told him something like that back in the days. But he's vicious. This is one of the young men that I mentored came in the game. This is the thing. This is why I'm saying, if you can't follow these rules, go ahead, go somewhere else and get some more teachings. And then this is the A+ class. This is the honors class right here. We deal with the elite in him. You understand what I'm saying? Because our name is on this right here. We build champions. Point blank. Come on. Y'all remember the movie 300? The weak ones, they just threw the babies off the thing. Like, oh, like we. But you know what it did? It raised a society of people to where they could take 300 men and say thousands. That's what we do. Preparation, equipment with the proper tools. And that's why you got to show up. And that's why you got to come to the classes and learn and understand. This ain't no dry move like I told some of y'all coming here. You know, cookies and coffee. This is for real. And then after that, that's where the delegation part comes in, activation of appointed duties. So now we give and it's going off into the business part. We give everybody their part and their duties as far as how they play a part in what we're doing. The lane, let me use the word, the lane that you're supposed to run in, right? You understand? So you master your lane and stay in your lane. This is the death of many organizations that tries to start here, right? Man, I've been through a couple of them. They got all big potential. But the problem is, man, we're going to be watching out. We're watching out for those eavesdroppers. You understand? Right? We're watching out for them, right? The weeds. We know what God said, but we're going to be a little rebellious in this area. We're going to fuck the weeds up. We're going to put you outside. We're going to plant you outside. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't want nothing to interfere with what we're doing. Once you have been delegated a lane, stay in your lane. That's what I'm doing. Stay in your lane. And it's easier when you have a lane to operate in, Sagan, because now you're focused on one thing. You know what it is. If you keep practicing that crossover, what you gonna master? The crossover. You're exercising those muscles, those middle muscles in that area. So now you become a master in your own right with that lane. Now we have a championship team. That's how they beat my KC Chiefs. I thought they was unbeatable, bro. I just thought they was unbeatable.
Stop crying. We watched that.
But what happened was they got themselves in a situation where they thought they was unbeatable. And they had a team that was hungry. And it was hungry, man. And that hunger serious. Delegation, activation of appointed duties. Okay, for 15 minutes. All right, here we go. Here goes the breakdown. Right quick. So we're going to do, I gotta do this real fast. Y'all keep up. OI, overall investment. IIP, individual investment percentage. IPP, individual profit percentage. Simple as this. We come together, I don't care if, well, they're saying, the board is saying, on the business side, you have to save up your nickels. But we got to have at least $1,000. You know what I'm saying? And I'm explaining that because I ain't trying to dig in your pocket. But at least $1,000 to invest into something like we're doing right here, right? All right, so what happens is, let's just say we have $100,000, where my marker went, here it goes, $100,000. We got a property. And this is going to be real fast. I can't give y'all everything today. I'm going to give you a brief synopsis on how this works. If we have $100,000 investment and this person sows in 5, they got to 4, 10, 20, 30, 10, 5, 5, 9, or whatever. I just did a variation of numbers so y'all can understand. All us in there pretty smart, right? And I broke down the percentages, right? Of that $100,000 with this 5K, that's 5%, 2%, 4%, 10%, 20%, so on and so forth, right? So all of these numbers are equal 100. All of these numbers are equal 100. Now, what you have down here, the IPP, the individual profit percentage, these are the percentages of profit that you would make based on your individual investments. Does everybody understand that? If you don't understand that, ain't no dumb question. Do you really understand that? Everyone? So basically, what you put in is what you get up. Right? And some of the brothers, some of the boys, like, well, when somebody come in, I'm trying to be a big bulldog, like, man, I got the whole 100 bands, baby. Man! And we're going to take the 100. You know? And then it's so many different investment products, that's fine. But you're going to share those percentages with the crew. You know what I'm saying? On that investment that you made, and that's going to come back to the club, to the organization anyway, so we're good with that. And we just take our investments so we can't ball out like you and move on to the next one. But at the same time, we're not going to allow someone to come in here and bulldog neither. But if they do, they can pay us. And everybody's going to get paid. It's simple as that. Highest bidder with that. The people that's not committed to this. Because there's a lot of people that's going to come and it's going to be a part of what we're doing only for the business side. They don't care about the community. They don't care about none of that. But we're going to deal with those kind of people a different way. Fairly. You understand what I'm saying? But it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not putting that sweat equity in and coming out here and helping to feed the community. You know what I'm saying? Going out here and going out in some of these dangerous communities and helping some of these babies that's being dealt with out here. You know what I'm saying? And feed the people that's hungry. All of that stuff is worth something. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to have some universal bearings that we're going to work on that's going to make sure that we stay safe. And now for the ones that's thinking like, oh man, pops up to something with these numbers. Look, check this out. Everything's going to be legit. We're going to have lawyers. Ain't nobody, you ain't just come and drop no bread on this table right here. Like, oh, we got you. We put in a little Ziploc bag. Now, everything is going to be done. Everything's going to be done exactly how it's supposed to be, decent and in order, and we're going to handle it in a professional manner at all times. Because this men, we're men. Women, you could, well, I don't lie, but you know. So with men, we want to see our money. We want to make sure that you ain't with that fugazi stuff, like Ralph said. Want to make sure you ain't trying to play no games with the bread, because he can tell you, you know, and him do business together, man. Look, I'm a surgeon when it comes to them. I want to see the lowest common denominator. Well, I want to see what 5 cents is going on. Where that 5 cents going? What my percentage of that 5%? You understand? Because the devil's in the details. See what I'm saying? I'm an ex-con artist, so I know when somebody's trying to play me. You understand what I'm saying? So we're not going to do none of that. But at the same time, almost finished. At the same time, when I tell you this formula will help dominate the communities and support, especially what young people are doing and all of us, and it's going to create a residual form of income that we all look for. So even if you got, and hey, don't use it for no, and I'm watching y'all because I know most of y'all young, I know y'all pockets a little bit, right? So even if you don't have a band, look, I'm a 5 in with you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else, because I know y'all got money. 500. I'm gonna put this young man just starting. I know, and I'm proud of you, man. I'm telling you, he got 2 jobs. Man, he got 2 jobs, man. He's standing on business, man. So I'm proud of you, bro. So even if you ain't got all the money, I'm gonna help you with that because I'm so sure of how we move. You know why? Because my feet already ready. I'm already making money with this. So it ain't like something that I'll research and I'm bringing back to y'all. It's something that I'm doing already. You dig? So the benefit of coming together with the brothers is that we're stronger together and we can do bigger things. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? My brother-in-law, let me see, we got 9 minutes. My brother-in-law, when I first started the fence company with him and my pastor, my late pastor, and I was bullheaded, man. We was out there doing this fence, man, and I say, not do this by myself, man. I'm greedy, right? I'm like, man, y'all, man, and Grail said, oh, that's fine. Bull. Let's go. Grab their tools, grab stuff, put it on the truck. DJ no. I'm like, man, what? I'm ex-athlete. No, I'm like, I'm handling this, right? But how many of you know it's different playing football and out there working? Different muscles that you like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm building this fence, then I'm going hard for about 2 hours. I'm going hard for 2 hours, bro. And then all of a sudden, boy, say, man, when I tell you, it fell on me like a bag of bricks, and that was one of the biggest lessons I could have ever learned, was because it was a lesson through pain. Ooh, I'm gonna tell you this. How many of y'all know the pain to teach you? That's one of the biggest teachers right there. The pain, boy. Like, pain. Oh, you ain't gonna touch that, boy. Big. But I can tell you, but when you go through it yourself, it's a different situation. So I came up with this concept. I'm like, man, instead of me trying to make 100%, and let's go for ministry too, Pastor Miller. Instead of me trying to make 100% of something by myself, why not make 10% of 20 things so I make 200% in the process? Ooh, it'd been a beautiful thing too. So now that's why I can move the fence. I ain't gotta be greedy no more. You know what I'm saying? I can do the plumbing with Pops, and I can do the electrical rights, and I can do that stuff with you. Do the concrete you and make all, and this is going into these percentages and make all these little percentages, and at the end, I got 200%, and I'm sitting at the house, caked up, chilling, look, lighting fireplaces and stuff, chilling, bored. So this is the process that we're going to teach, and that we want you guys to be a part of. Everything's going to be meticulous. Everything is right there. But I promise you, if you listen, man, we can take over the communities. I already got properties that's ready. You know what I'm saying? That we can go at together, and we can flip this money. Pastor BJ, I'm doing business with him. We'll talk more about this later. Y'all understand with that? The profit down here, 5% goes back into the Brotherhood because we want to pump that up. I would believe that 10% of our profit goes back into the business model of what we're doing, and then we split the percentages amongst the people that made the investments. Now it's up to you, and because y'all heard me he said about planting those seeds. Now, if you eat all your seeds, and then when the harvest time comes, you looking for a harvest, you fool, you what? That's insanity. You ate all your seeds. Mm-hmm. You can't get mad at this man because he made 6 bands instead of taking all the money and putting it in his pocket. He like, man, give me a band. I'm gonna throw 5 back in. So now his percentage rate goes up. Does that make any sense? So all of the individual business ideas that you might have, young people and my brothers, bring it to the table. For the brothers that already have businesses, bring it to the table. That's where 5 minutes. That's where Black Wall Street thing comes in at, because we support each other's business. So that's why I love what Trump is doing. Yes, oppressors and suppressors. Yeah, please, make it hard as you can, because what's going to happen is that's going to force us as a people to come together. Huh? To come back together. I had a brother on the radio station last night, 90 years old. He said, man, the churches was, man, flourishing back in the days is because of them beating us and spraying us and sicking the dogs on us and telling us we're Lord and humans and making us go through the back door and all that stuff there. So stuff like that will push you to God. That's why it's prevalent. That they ain't have nowhere else to go but to God. But then it started getting all cushy, and now we done got all big-headed. Oh, man, I don't need no God. I can get this myself because the pressure ain't on. So I implore President Trump, keep the pressure on him so we can have a reason to come back together. No, this ain't back in the day. Not to get militant. But this ain't back in the days. Like Wall Street, they killed those people, man. We were flourishing and we were successful, but they went in there and they saw how successful it was. I know y'all know the story, and they killed our people, man, children and all, bombed them, everything else. Why? Because we were successful and we didn't need them. So that lets us know, Black Wall Street lets us know that it's possible. It can be done. It's going to take elite to get this going. Black Wall Street. So if you have ideas, young people, you're trying to start your businesses, bring it to the table. Because, see, I didn't figure out that these people, you know, they use other people, don't use theirs. And I figured out how to tap into it. Without credit and without us coming together, we touch 1 million, 2 million. You understand? 10 million. I mean, all kind of different stuff. I just didn't believe it until I did. I'm like, oh, that really works. So we're bringing that to the table. Almost finished. The community piece of it, of course, the community protection. I'm big on that. What's this dude name? What's the Muslim that was real popular for that before he got all cushy? He got a little fat now. Cornel X. He's very effective. You know why? Because when people call, he showed up. Like the brother did when in the apartment complex. That's what we got to do. Even when you can't, send some support. But that's just us. If somebody's getting taken advantage of, we show up as a team. See, because this is the thing LP Jolivet taught me. He said that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So do you not know how effective we could be if people see us walking and marching as far as us together in unity? Some Black brothers.
Come on.
And then so we take our community, we start with our communities first, right? Because they're coming in with the gentrification. They're coming in with these foreigners coming in, and they're taking out these properties from our people and giving them nuts. And I understand you can't afford it, but at least give them what it's worth. So we become that face. Oh, no. Hey, go to the Brotherhood. They taking care of our business over here. And this is business. We make our percentages, but we're not raping them like these foreigners doing, man. You understand what I'm saying? And that's big. Big. Right there at Independence Heights, me and my wife, we made over $100,000 just based on that principle. I went in the neighborhood, I'm like, hey man, y'all stop selling these people, send them to me. Will they give you $30,000? Oh, they trying to screw you. Send them to me, and I'm gonna get you 50. For real stuff? Yes. Sign this paper. Boom. Oh, they said that we need to call you this and that. I said, oh yes, sir. For sure. You said you was trying to buy this property for $35,000. Come on now, you know better than that. You know better than I know the comps and areas. Knowledge is power. I know better than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need at least 65 because I know you win it because really I could do 85, but I do 65 for you. You did? Okay, so now I get them to sign their paperwork. I'm getting some free game right there, just a little bit, but I ain't gonna give you all of it until we sign these non-disclosure agreements. So off of that deal, they get 50. They was only 30. I give them let's say 65, so I make $15,000 from my pocket, and they get their property, and here they go. You know what I'm saying? They still $20,000, $30,000 ahead of the game. We have that power as black brothers to demand those type of situations in our community once they know that they could trust us. Y'all understand that? The presence. This is how we get the game. And us elders, when we get behind our young people, we accountable for these young brothers, man. But accountability comes rules. If this is what you want to do, John, you want to get into real estate, we're going to help you build your credit. My son is a master at that. We'll do classes on that, right? You know what I'm saying? On how to get your credit, how to get yourself set up to where you can be successful. Now, this is how we win off of that. Because when you guys are successful, we're successful. Because everybody gonna ask how. And it's your duty, your obligated duty to point back at those brothers over there that did it. And then that's how we grow. And that's how we pack out stadiums. Not just to say that's what we did, but now we're helping people abroad. That's when we go across seas and take these formulas and use it to better the communities. And as the brothers grow, the families grow, the communities grow, right? The last thing, on the mentoring piece, they spoke about that. This is what get us to the White House, to the steps of the White House. The mentorship piece. I'm working with this brother right here. What we have to do is become accountability coaches. We have a system to where they're paying these young men to work through our organization, right? Okay, and now I'm hooking up with an organization called an Anchor Group, and I just met at Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church. Y'all know about Wheeler? Big dogs sitting at the table amongst kings. That's what God is bringing us. And they're saying, Mr. Cox, what can we do to help the community? Can you guys be the ones that recruit these young men that are trying, the ones who've given up on life because everything's dark in their life? Can you guys help show them that there is hope and put them through a situation? Because everybody not built for college, you know what I'm saying? Put them through a skills and trades program. That's what made me a millionaire, you know, because I learned a trade, because Pastor Jolivet taught me, he saw something in me. I say, we sure can. And we're going to demand excellence. And if we can do that corporately together, you understand what I'm saying? Because these folks, these government folks, the state folks, they deal with numbers, okay? So we're going to blow their numbers off the charts. And you know what they're going to do? 5 minutes. Tell them what they're going to do, Pastor DJ. When we blow their numbers off the chart, and then we're going to close out. We finish.
So, 3 things. Never lie to you, never lie for you, never lie on you. That's how I live life. I'm not going to lie to you. These people are offering us millions of dollars worth of programs if we can get the people in place. They don't care if it's Bibles and basketball, if it's cookies, coffee, and covenant. They don't care. All they want to see is the data and the numbers saying that we have people coming together. They show up to these events. You might see the government officials, God rest her soul, Sheila Jackson Lee, she just passed. If you've ever done an event with Sheila Jackson Lee, she probably out there for 3 minutes. She gonna take one picture, a legal team gonna come do a presentation, and then she out the door. But what you don't know is the money transactions that's happening behind the scenes just for her to be there. So what we do is we come in and we say, whatever events y'all want to have, let us host them. They pay us to host the events. He was laughing at me. I pastor, but I don't really deal with preachers. I'll be completely honest. I know it's a bunch of them in the room. And the reason why I say that, no disrespect to anybody, but preachers are some of the most shadiest people that I ever been around. I've done a lot of community work with pastors and leaders, apostles, whatever, and they show up to the events and they want to take all their pictures, but nobody really want to put the work in. So we are eliminating people from the table that's not willing to put the work in. So now they get offended when they show up at our events and they be like, oh, you want to take a picture and be a part? Yeah, we have a $1,000 package. We have a $500 package. We have a $200 package. Now that $200 package will let you pass out your business cards. The reason why we do that is because everybody wants to eat, but not everybody wants to put the work in. We are eliminating people that don't want to put the work in. So for the business owners that's in the room and all of those type of things, we have the events in place. I'm telling you, the government literally, you can go to any website and see all the events, see all the money that's being passed out. These people literally pass out billions of dollars every year to host events, to do all of these things. They don't care. The only thing they want to know is, do we have the numbers to prove it? That's where we come in at. We're showing them the numbers. We're showing them that we have all this stuff going on. He told you, he just sat at the table with the people. And they literally said, can you make this happen? We're making it happen through y'all. Quick testimony, quick story. Has anybody ever seen $3 million on the table? Like physically seen it? $3 million sitting on the table. There was a deal that we had in place. Our portion of it was $3 million. Now it was a probably $24-25 million deal that we had in place. Our portion of it was $3 million. Well, people that's never used to seeing money, when they see money, they automatically assume that I can take as much as this I can. Out of the $3 million, it was supposed to be broke down in a cohort and go to 8 different groups. Well, what happened was one of the groups backdoored us behind the scenes and went to the table and said, hey, I know we're supposed to be working with everybody, but if you just give us our own separate deal, we can get it done, at a better price. It'll save y'all some money, and then y'all can just do it with us. Well, when it comes to these government entities, we already gave y'all who we are already, right? The strikes that's against us. So when you make phone calls to these governmental entities, the first thing they're gonna say is, wait a minute, I thought all y'all was working together. Wait, so who trying to screw who? What is shadiness going on? Messed up the entire deal. Nobody ate. Now, I don't know about y'all. I'm married. It'll be 7 years this year. My wife expensive, so I had already expensive. Not expensive. She expensive. I had already our portion of it. I had already planned to do some things and all of that because it wasn't a potential deal. The deal was already done. It was already done. Everybody, all they had to do was hold their horses and wait for the documents to be released. We do the event, we put the stuff in place, we work the program for 6 weeks, and then everybody eat. But because somebody took it upon themselves to say, you know what, I can do it on my own. I don't need them. It messed up. All it takes is for one person to mess up everything that we're doing.
Well, those black people.
Of course they were. It was our own people. And that's what hurt me. So for the last 5 years, I've walked away. I haven't done no business at all. I've just been focusing on ministry. This man right here is really putting me back in the game. I really didn't want to be back in the game, but I'm back in the game because God needs all of us. God needs all of us. So he's not selling y'all no pipe dream. He's not selling you no story or internet. He's selling you on something that's, I hate the word potential because it's not potential. It's promise. I promise you that. But if we don't stick together, y'all, if we don't stick together, it's not going to work. So whatever your level of expertise is, bring it to the table. Even y'all that are, I don't say y'all are young because we the same age. Same age. But whatever it is, get in and learn it. Like, learn it. You at the stage of the game now, every day you should be learning something. It's so much money to be made. It's so many connections to, and I'll tell you this, the way that I've gotten to where I am in life right now is yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am,
That's
no,
it
ma'am.
right there, bro. That's it.
That's not you being
debold or like taken away from your manhood. It's not any of that. I sit at the table literally, and this ain't no bragging. I sit at the table with billionaires, literal billionaires, because I go in, I don't act like I know everything. I'm not acting like I'm the top dude, and I dress for where I'm trying to be, not for where I am.
Come on, bro.
Everybody got their own swag. That'll be my little nuggets to you. Everybody got their own swag and how you like to put it on, but when you go in certain places, you gotta have a certain look. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we can spend a couple dollars to blow something, we can spend a couple dollars to get our hair cut. K&G got suits right now, 2 for $150. Come on. Keep that in your bag, keep that in your closet. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's a lot of stuff that goes on that you have to be ready for. When they pick up the phone and call, we're not saying no to nobody. They say, hey, we need 200 young men in a construction program. Come on. Can y'all make it happen? Now, we might only know it is 10 of y'all. We're not going to say that we only have 10. We're going to say, yo, we'll do the 200. And then we'll pick up the phone and call everybody. That's where the partnership come in. We never say no because we're ready for every opportunity at the same time. But you have to lock in. Lock in. Lock in. That's the only thing I do. Lock in. Whatever you feel like you're good at or whatever you feel like you want to learn, lock in on it. You don't have time to be watching Netflix and on Pornhub all day and all day. Like, you don't have time for it. Shit. Put your hands on something else. Legit. Because why you, I was taught straight talk, straight understand. While you playing with yourself, other people make you play. Come on, man. Come on. You don't have time. Whatever drama, whatever mess, whatever going on, you deal with it when you have to deal with it. But right now, your name of the game is investing in myself. The only thing you wake up every morning saying, how could I help myself be better? Legit. He's not selling you no pipe dream. But I don't play games, y'all. Like, God has given me too much. I'm building ministries. We're doing stuff in different places around the world. Like, so if we're gonna be a part of this and everybody gonna come to the table, then everybody come to the table with their hands on the table. That makes sense? Yeah. Everybody come to the table with their hands on the table. If you can do something, say what you can do. If you can't do it, just say you can't do it. And then somebody else will pick it up and we'll clean it up from there. But as young men, we have to be accountable. And we have to be straight up with one another. If somebody says something that offends you, just say, hey, man, I ain't like the way you said that. Can you explain it to him? Me and him had these conversations all the time. He'd be like, hey, was I too forthcoming in that? I was like, nah, they needed to hear that. And other times I'd be like, nah, hey, calm down a little bit. Calm down. This is a different type of folk. You know, hey, I know where you come from, but when we dealing with these people, you gotta, you know, just go stand over there, cool off, and we'll take it. Am I lying? It just happened last week. Came to a deal, and I'm gonna say that and sit down. Came to a deal, and the guy that we was doing the deal with, he brought somebody else that just said they was in the neighborhood, happened to be looking at property, but he brought somebody else to the table to try to put pressure on us to lock us into something that he knew wasn't all the way legit yet. So coming from where he coming from, he picked the game, and I saw his shoulders kind of do this, and I was like, wait, calm down, like we got it, we good, just smile. Put a smile on your face. Put a smile on your face. He said, "Ooh, I want to get him." I said, "No, let him make it, because now the enemy that you know is better than the unknown." The enemy that you know is better than the unknown. Yes, sir. So now that I know that you don't have your hands on the table, then I take one of my hands off the table too. Come on. Does that make sense? But we don't deal with each other like that. Yeah, we deal with each other straight up. So if we're going to do it, we got to lock in and do it for him. Because he's telling you these programs, they literally have to give money to our community. Here's the problem. The money that's for our community never goes to us because we're not privy to the information. Right. Well, now we privy to the information. That's facts. Yes. You have people that don't look like us come in our community and put on events. Come in our community and build houses. Come in our community and build businesses. Why don't we own HEBs? Why don't we own Kroger's? You see what I'm saying? Why don't we own gas stations? Why are we not at the table doing these things? When you press one and say English, like, thank you for calling, I don't know. We should be, we should own the telecommunication company and do these things. And we have people that have contracts that own call centers, virtual call centers. If that's something that you're interested in, we have all of this stuff. But now it's bringing it to the table and say, if it don't work for one person, then it don't work for everybody.
Just like that.
That's how we go. So,
Hey, man, y'all give him a hand clap. And everything he said is the absolute truth, man. The one y'all know me, I don't play no games. I'm telling you, man, I was sitting at the table with millionaires yesterday, multi-millionaires. And what he's saying about these billionaire people, that, because we're not going to mention the person that he's connected to, she don't like a name all over the place, but she a made woman, godmother type stuff. And open up all the doors for people who I never thought that I would ever meet in my life. Showing me contracts, showing me government stuff on how she secured this and that and that. So this is, once again, and we finish, this is a huge opportunity. How many people here down? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Ebonics. How many, you say, my little brother say, down? How many people here want to be a part of the movement? Okay, so that's the commitment, man. So we mean, now word is everything, right? All right, so get with the brothers. We need one phone. We need all of y'all information. And I see you back there, Pops. But we need all of y'all information. We need y'all email addresses. We need y'all phone numbers. We need y'all addresses. We need all of that stuff because we want to communicate with you guys on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis on your ideas of business. Okay? Because I know we can cover everything today because we only have a certain amount of time. But any questions that you have, you know that, Jack. Call and ask. We're about to start making investments in properties. I need to know where you're at with your credit. I need to know where you're at with your finances. Do you have a surplus? What is that surplus? So I can help build you to the point to where, you can become a heavy investor. If you start a contracting business, we're going to show you all of the nuances of it and connect you with all of the right people. And of course, we're going to make our percentages in, and we ain't put no shackles on nobody in here. Only thing we want you to do is respect the game. We help get you on your feet, man. Look, keep sewing back into the brotherhood. That help get you on your feet. That's why I keep going back to the hood. I stay way on 1960 Chapter Forest. But I'm always over here because this is the community that blessed me. Sunnyside, Yellowstone. That's why I come back and I give and I do events and get with the brothers that's doing this. I can be on my little high horse and just chill out there, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to come back and bless what bless me. Just keep that in mind, man. That's the only code we want y'all to live by, and Him bless what bless you. Anybody got any questions?
So it's gonna be titled the Brotherhood. Everything that we send will be titled the Brotherhood. The email address is the brotherhoodtexas@gmail.com. And then, like I said, we'll have a generated text and everything that we send out with our future events, things of that magnitude. But that pad was right there.
Okay.
So that pad, we got y'all email addresses for those that probably write like I write. I can't read y'all writing. Those cards, y'all can text me on that number, your name and your email address also. And just put in the text the Brotherhood. That way I can generate the text thread. So all the time, I don't believe in formulating your personal text to where you be around. So it'll come from like a computerized type text group. You'll see. But that way, when people is responding, they won't be, a flood, your text. We do have what's called Telegram also. Telegram is the Brotherhood social media app that we use. That we always dropping encouragements in there. We're dropping, things that we're doing that way also. So if you're not a phone person, you're not paying attention to your text, but you're a social media person, you pay attention to that, you won't miss them. So you'll get an email, you'll get it on Telegram, and then you'll also get it through the generated text, sometimes voice calls, et cetera, et cetera. I want to ask a question. Can we I want us to rewind something real quick. Remember at the beginning, he said, all of the men that's in here right now that believe that you're a winner. Oh, yeah. Now watch this. All of the young men that said they don't believe that they're a winner. Hold your hand up. Now keep your hand up. Now this is why you win. Because if you're on the team, we all win.
Come on, man.
Oh, no.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Straight up.
That's it right there.
Oh, yeah.
So just know that because you showed up, you won. Yeah, you won. Now let me ask a question one more time. How many winners we have in
The whole high.
There we
The
go.
whole high.
Yeah, that's everybody. Kobe didn't win it by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Lord knows LeBron couldn't win it by himself.
No, show couldn't.
There you go.
Nobody won it by themselves. Nobody.
Y'all make sure everybody sign that.
I didn't even
I
know.
was about to go argue.
I didn't even know.
Run found the closest one though.
He had to have a kid.
Hey.
Oh, man. Listen, man. I want to thank Pastor Jackie, number one, for inviting me out. This is outstanding, men. You know, been around a minute, been around the block, seen just about everything. The impressive ministry for 20 years. And I seen the generations flip. I seen that the people that was my age, hustle like I hustle, Rob and everything else, pimps. I seen that first 10 years, but I seen their children start coming. And what I'm saying is, young men, I seen guys y'all age that didn't know Christ. And that's the foundation of Christ. And with these men that's put together, I wish we would have had that when I was growing up. Because we would have been so much further in the games and what we had, the money that we had at that time, we'd have been a long way. Amen. But now we had an opportunity to get real money, legit money, and we all can be successful and our families can be good, but we got to work together. So I commend y'all, man. Praise God, because I've been praying on something like this here, because I'm like this here. I sit on money because I don't have nobody to invest with. I'm like you. Everybody got game.
Everybody got game, bro.
And I can't invest my money and I don't see no return. So guess what I do? I sit on it before I get to.
Yeah, man.
So now that I'm seeing what this is about, I've been praying it because when Trump came, I said, you know what? Now we gotta get together.
Gonna have to.
We ain't got no choice.
Right.
And if we can do that, they gonna be scared like they was back then. And what they was 1929, 19, whatever the back Wall Street. Yeah. They gonna be mad again.
But they ain't gonna be able to take it from us.
No, we got this here.
Oh, them days over with.
Yeah, the world watch. That's right. The world watch. Yeah. And we not our ancestors. And we not.
Yo.
Man, I literally when I went to Black Wall Street, man, I literally watched what Transfigured and how they did what they did, man. And they dispersed all of that only to accumulate it, and they recoup.
Yeah.
To sell spaces back, to bring us back in there, to populate the scene again under a different control. You know, and I wanted to hit on one thing that Brother Life said, man. You know, man, he sit back now and watch. You know, man, that's one thing Pops taught me. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro, you just because you got a plate, that don't mean you have to eat everything on the plate.
Come on, right?
Leave something for somebody else that they can come and get something off the plate. You know what I'm saying? And that's a biblical principle. The scripture says, "He who accumulates his finance, who accumulates his money little by little, watches it grow." You know what I'm saying? So 10% of this, 10% of that, bro. You just can't be no dog. You feel me? Like, real talk. You know what I'm saying? If you got a play in motion, man, and you need some help with that play, man, just don't think that you can eat the whole hog without putting some back. That's not the principles of the street. That's not the principles of God. You feel me? Whatever you make happen for somebody else, God say He'll make it happen for you. But guess how He gonna make it happen for you? He gonna come in the form of somebody else that's gonna make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? So, and once again, man, little bro, I was talking about you earlier, man. He's sitting here with a whole plate right now. You know what I'm saying? And if he need help, he needs to be able to come and see who in his. Everybody in here may not be able to help him where he at right now, but somebody in here, it can help him. You know what I'm saying? And so, if somebody in here, if we help him, then okay, man, I ain't got no problem with it. This how stuff becomes reciprocation. You feel me? I'm putting back into this thing, so I'm able to draw from the well again.
And long as not to cut you off, bro.
The long edge is just the young man you talking about earlier.
Yes.
Okay, this is the number one rule right here. Also, another number one rule. I guess it'd be number two. Of course, we hear like if you young men have the YBAs, the Young Business Alliance, right? Business Alliance, right? So if you guys have ideas of business and stuff that y'all think could work, we ain't gonna sow into what you think. All right. So let's get a good understanding on that one. You're gonna have to have, because Brother Miller was gonna do a young entrepreneur thing. We was gonna do that at one point in time, but it got tabled because of schedules and stuff like that. That's cool. You got your tablets. Cool. You got everything wrote out. But you gonna have to do your research. If you don't know how to do that, we gonna show you how to do that. We want to see analytical data could work, how it has worked, how it will work. We want the whole shebang. And at the same time, let me add to that. What he's saying is true, y'all. We working on some stuff with some governmental contracts and all of that. He said, wait, all right, let me take my, investor side off and let me put my contractor side off. Sell this to me. And I had to stop in the middle of the meeting and literally do a presentation on the spot because now he's sitting on the other side of the table. So y'all be ready for that as well, because nobody's going to invest in something that you haven't properly educated yourself in. He stopped me in the middle of the meeting and said, no, hold on, let me put my contract in hand. Yeah, because you want me to invest in this, so sell me on this and make it make sense. So we had to stop what we was doing in the middle of it and went into a whole sales presentation. And he didn't pay me or give me lunch for it. I had to do it on the spot. Hey, man, but what they're saying is true. The Bible this is my biggest principle. The Bible says the blessings of the Lord come to make thee rich and add no sorrow. What's being presented to y'all today is literally no sorrow. Some of y'all that made money in the street, you done made money in other places, but you always have to look over your shoulder. You always got to sleep with one eye open. You hear the garbage truck at 3 o'clock in the morning. You think it's a tow truck and all. We're selling you. I've been there before. You hear that garbage truck. Boop, boop. You think it's the tow truck. You run outside. I've been there before. I had to hide the car at the U-Haul storage unit because I was behind on payments because I was trying to get other stuff that done all that. But this says the blessings of the Lord come to make thee rich and add no sorrow. So this is clean, legit. You don't have to look over your shoulder and it keeps growing. You just have to put in the work. That's all it comes down to. You just have to be willing to put in the work. And I'm telling y'all, they sitting here talking to y'all and they don't have to do it. I want y'all to understand that. They don't, all these men that are in here, they don't have to do what they do. They can literally be somewhere making or enjoying they are doing their honeydews right now. A lot of us got honeydews when we leave here. Yeah. But they could be doing all of those things. The reason why they here is because they pouring, y'all. So take your lid off. Take your lid off and receive it. Hey, and speaking of honeydews, and we're about to finish. It's 12:30, but the thing is, if y'all got here on time, we be finishing on time. Yeah. So just think about it like that. you know, has everybody signed the paperwork?
The information.
The information. Make sure you put your information on that, man.
And then once again, to make sure Pastor Calvin passed out his cards. You know what I'm saying? So text the information to for anything that's ineligible. On your some of our handwriting atrocious. Maybe play like it's not, you know what I'm saying?
And it's time to go to work. That's the thing. I told y'all this ain't no dry moves. So we about to get to the business. So y'all ready? Good? Yeah. Okay, well let's start communicating ASAP. Jack, because I know you lead at your place. I know you're a strong leader. You hire people, so these are your brothers right here. Make sure that y'all exchange numbers and stuff like that. And although we want coalition, definitely let's start like a little young YBA deal with the young people in the back. Y'all communicate a little different because we definitely want to get behind y'all in your aspirations. Because when y'all look good, we look good, right? So I know you got a lot of ideas. Bring them to the table. I'm gonna show you how to get. Even if I got to sign the paperwork, I'm doing it with somebody else in this room. If I got to sign the paperwork and help you get loans to make real estate moves and stuff like that, I'm down because now I know how to do it and protect myself and use their money, but then help put you on your feet. I know I can trust you. And I do the same thing with you, DJ. I'm not just saying that. This is for real. Pops,
I know you had some. I know you had something to say. Home, just study. I know you had something to say, but Pops, we only got 2 minutes left, man.
Okay, I'm like you. I'm not
2
gonna be
minutes.
long with you. You know that ain't true.
1 minute.
Okay, this is just real quick. When I met him, he was sleeping on my couch, sitting up. I come through the living room, he'd be sitting there, that old Cadillac. I watched him grow to the man that he is today. I watched him. You hear me? I watched this young man grow and accomplish all the things that the Creator has blessed him with. Because I went through life like the birds. I just fluttered through. But God has blessed me. But I watched him and I followed him.
Appreciate that. Come on, man. Let's back in your hands.
Okay, so do we have an expected timeline to have $1,000 prepared, and when is the initial investment?
Okay, cool. So I'm glad that we talked about that because, like I said, we're not doing no Ziploc bag moves, right? Okay, so we ran into a little issue. OG, this my OG right there, Tony Barrett, one of the pillars in the community over here in Sunnyside. He always does. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to honor that. He been doing community events before we got off the porch. You know what I'm saying? That's OG. You know, he don't look for try to be on about the screens. He don't try to be trying to know none of that. You know what I'm saying? He the real deal. So I really want to invite him because he's one of my mentors that taught me to trade. He's an expert. I'm talking about NASA type welder and fabricator. I'm telling you, with Odessa, Texas, nobody can figure it out. I brought OG from the hood, blew him out the water, man. But he loves the community. He loves the people. He took me up under his wing, man. And I know he's going to be a viable force and source for us because he's genuine in what he do. Now, with the EIN, we were struggling on some stuff because it was kind of counterproductive with that. Once we get this EIN situated, we're going to go to the bank. We need to open up a bank account. So we're going to try to get that done this week. Okay? All right, then once we get that done, because people try to give us money last, I'm like, no, we're going to send it there. You know, so we want to make sure that that bank account is set up, and we're going to set it up a way that everybody in this room that souls into what we're doing, you won't have access to bread, but you'll be able to see it. So you'll see nobody ain't playing no games with this money. I'm always watching. I'm watching every little thing. Every little thing. I'm watching him. I'm watching J.L. I'm watching everybody. I'm the watcher.
Why the cleaners got to get 115.74? I clean it myself. I'm like, man, let the people make that.
Yeah, no, for real.
But he like that. He meticulous when it comes to the money.
This brother got a moving company, man. What's the name of your company?
Hey, Better Home Delivery.
Hey, Better Home Delivery, man. What you do?
We move. I deliver for all the rooms to go in Houston, Austin. Got a couple of Airbnbs. I'm a realtor also.
You feel me?
What that brother just did, can we do that real quick? Just real short and sweet. Word what he did. Starting with OG in the back.
Tony,
Talk yeah.
this is what you do.
Oh, I'm Tony Barrett, brother T.L. Barrett, to be exact. Thanks for having me here. But I've retired 3 times. And I'm a welder, contractor, and I've been in the real estate myself. Right now, all I do is home health care. I take care of my dad, myself, and my wife. That's why I had to run up out of here a minute ago. But I'm open to help anybody in here, give them any kind of advice that the experience that I've had. I've been out here in the stomping grounds about 48 years, all over Houston. Well, between Houston and California. Did contract from the West Coast to here. I've got projects all over here, no matter what direction that you go in, that I've done. I've also been in prison ministry as well, and I can share one of them same stories you're talking about when you get to the door and the money's sitting there and somebody goes behind your back. I also went through that same situation. But God is still working with us. This is Bunch of Love. I've been trying to get here past couple of meetings and finally made it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. What's your name and what's your trade?
My name is Lorenzo Joseph.
I just got my DBA yesterday for Triple L Hot Shot Company and Triple L Box Street.
Interesting. You got a truck?
No, not yet.
Oh, we got one. We'll give it to you later on that. Couple of
Al Dorsey, I'm co-owner partner with the defense company, and I'm looking to get opportunities for real estate. Definitely down with the helping the community out there, and everything. Kind of like Black Panther did. Really to ride soon. I love the whole structure out there in the community, and looking forward to getting going with everything. So,
You got a lot of work to do.
Reverend Jackson, Kawan Jackson. I have a property management company, cleaning company. I have assisted living home right off of one street. I was got charter school.
I'm Larry Anderson. I have my own catering business. So if you guys need catering, let me know. I also I'm the department supervisor at Home Depot. So a specialty. So if appliances, flooring, stuff like that, that's where I'm at. I'm in Mo City. So that's where I'm at with that. And also, like I told Brother Life earlier, I was a recruiter for 12 years. So how I can help the Brotherhood is these presentations. I have a knack for young people. So when I'm in front of them and I got a presentation, I was always able to grab people to come join the military because I put real life in front of them. I'm not trying to sell them nothing. No, I'm telling them real life. You know, the American dream. Is it really the American dream? So I do that and people join. You know, so and I plan on doing the same thing with Brotherhood. You know, getting in front of these young kids and making them realize, because nobody's really telling them that. You know, right?
We are.
Exactly. So that's me.
That's
Name Claude Green. I work in health insurance. I'm actually from the Blue Cross Blue Shield Umbrella. I'm excited to be here because I've been there 13 years, and one of the things I do my job is I do concepts on how to save overpaying for the company. You know, and over 3 years, I started realizing, like, man, they send me reports. I saved the company $300 million worth. You know, and I'm not doing anything for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I had to wake up. I had to wake up because I learned so many things. Then when I go to the table for my promotion, I was like, wait a minute, I did 13 years. You showing me what I have done for you, and it took me 13 years to get to 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? So I said, wait a minute, I'm going backwards. This doesn't make any sense. It's like my brother tell you all the time, I was talking about, brother, I want to get you real estate. And so when y'all put this together, it's something that I have been going to him about for a minute. I have been going to, like, brother, I want to get you real estate, I got to do something different. I got to do something different. This company, man, it's cool. I thought the corporate world was the place to be, but it's no investment in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm building somebody else's dream.
Facts.
I'm not building my own dream. You know what I'm saying? I can't pass this legacy down to my family, my kids, and nothing. You know what I'm saying? I want to build something I can give to my family. So that's what I have been talking to my brother about. So I'm just happy with everything y'all saying. It's like food for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm getting fed. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I appreciate being here. Right.
So I got to get to work.
I have a brother here for sure.
All right.
Again, I'm PC. I'm gonna get it right. Engaged in great work. I refuse to come down to work.
Man, I'm going to take that. Man, I don't know what to say, you know. But man, I'm a firm believer in ability. I know for a fact that God has blessed each of us with ability to use, you know, and that's a part of my assignment, man, as far as being able to see certain things, to be able to look into wells and begin to draw out of the wells. But the scripture says, man, a wise man is able to pull out of the well, you know, man. And I want to encourage every young brother in here that's entrepreneurial. Like, listen, man, if you have a job, look, we're not gonna knock the 9 to 5s, you feel me? Because maybe your entrepreneurship, maybe your business not producing what the house needs right now. So you can't be too prideful or too stupid, you know what I'm saying, to say, let me go get me a check. You know what I'm saying? But if you put in 9 to 5 on somebody else's clock, you got to be willing to put in that 5 to 9 on your own clock. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna be crazy about that, you know. But just to encourage y'all, man, to learn to live in that balance, you know, to make sure that you're moving and not get stuck. That's the main thing, not get stuck. And I like what bro said, you know, that corporate thing look like it is everything, you know, but that's on somebody else's. And so if you do have a job right now, you know what I'm saying, and you just got to make sure that you are setting something else up in play, you know, man. So if God does decide to close the door, you know what I'm saying, be it you get fired, be it you get suspended, be it you get sick, or whatever it is, but if he does decide to close the door on this particular thing, have you put something else on the altar that he can ignite if he needs to set something on fire for you?
What kind of business do you own?
And I have a construction company. It's on the back of that radio card, man. We have a radio station as well, you know, but on the back of that card, Dabs Construction, you know what I'm saying? I do project management for another construction company, but we have Dabs Construction as well, where we specialize in all type of concrete. And that also we want to build a directory amongst ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And get it, you know, man, we may not be able to get the same numbers that some of the bigger companies get. That's why a lot of the smaller businesses, the numbers are a little bit higher, the margins have to be a little bit higher. But listen, man, if we can support each other, you know, man, if your ticket may be higher, okay, Mr. Bird ticket may be higher than John Moore's, you know what I'm saying? But if we can support Mr. Bird, let's get that, you know what I'm saying? The advantage number may be a little bit higher than one of these chain American fencing or merchant metals, you know what I'm saying? Because we deal with those companies, you know what I'm saying? His number may be a little bit higher, and the only way we shouldn't be using each other is if we absolutely don't have it in the budget, you know what I'm saying? But this is what, it's gonna sound crazy, you know what I'm saying? So even if your profit margin have to come down maybe 2%, you know what I'm saying, to see your brother eat, you feel me? Let's make that happen, because once again, the biblical principles are for real. God says whatever you make happen for somebody else, he will make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to throw that out there, but that's what I have to say.
Not only do Jay got the radio station, but he also got a whole studio.
Yes.
So you're an artist, you're a rap, you sing, you produce, all of that. He does a whole lot, but that's available too. So you can always send you guys that also.
BJ, nickname example. I clean stuff up. Literally, that's just what I do. I clean stuff up. Churches, businesses, homes, upgrading your look, your social media presence, whatever it may be. They just call me the janitor, because normally when I show up, it's because something wrong and it needs to be cleaned up and fixed. So if you ever see me somewhere, that means something wrong.
So that's what I hear. So
Pops, there you go. Pops, Coleman Cox, they call me Life for y'all didn't know the whole life thing. I'm a business entrepreneur, been there all my life on the bad side and on the good side. Do real estate, we have transitional homes, we got Airbnbs, we got construction companies, we do concrete, I do everything. I do delivery. You see where I'm going with that? Because that's how I make money. I told you I did earlier. Somebody needs some deliveries, I'm gonna call him, he gonna tell me the price, I'm gonna put my money on top of that. Boom, bam, throw something back in the brotherhood. So I'm everything. And that's what Paul said. These brothers love the Bible. I do too. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says I become all things. Oh, what? On, man. To save them, boy. I'm trying to tell you, you better stay universalized income. You better have some diversified income during these times. You better not stagnate yourself and just depend on one thing and find yourself in a situation. Because we still men, and I call it the beast within, because it get real when the kids hungry at times. All biblical principles sometimes go out the window when my child hungry. I'm not to do anything. I'm just being honest about myself. Everybody on different levels. Just that.
And to jump on what Life is saying,
no, we're gonna get that back. We're gonna that withdrawal period. No, sir.
But I also do have businesses and build my food truck. Business Texas City. Understanding how to be entrepreneur. Every potential with everything just to try to not impose that and all those things. But I
understand that. I want to be a part of his ministry because we do, and we know, sunflower tears, that's what we call it, aka the jailhouse apartments. So we do outreach, community service, we and all that in my neighborhood, different neighborhood. We are needed. Us men are needed, us black men are needed in these communities. Like I bring kids without call me daddy, you know what I'm saying? But also teaching them to always forgive, situations, but they always blame on the man. The woman don't know who the daddy is. Come on, bro. But so I still, this brother here told him he is the one, I don't know him, but when you told this some of his part, man, that's winning right there. Because we got a lot of young black men ain't working at all, straight up, and looking for somebody to feed them when they capable. They're boss. Yeah, so I mean, it's I'm glad to be a part of it. And I just want to work. Okay. I ain't looking to be the boss man. I sit at the chairman's table. Y'all just tell me my lane. I'm gonna run. They trying to be working. He said, you ain't young no more. I was like, wait, let you know. Give me my life. Anytime you want to sit. What you got, Jack?
Okay, JD Williams, family call me Jack. Jack of all trades. I'm just a sponge, ready to soak up anything, you teach me and I promise I'll be good at it.
Come on.
I work, got a contract at FedEx. I'm over like 30 plus drivers, and I close the post, and I run it all. Just to add to it, I don't feel like I'm a loser. I just feel like I didn't win yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where I'm at, I have won.
That's real. Oh, that's good. That's a good place to be, man. Stay hungry.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm feeling it anyway. Cause I ain't got my jet. I'm on the helicopter. I ain't got nothing there. So I feel.
I used to work at Worldwide, and I just got hired with this company. Worked with drivers, and I've been working for about 10 years. I really want to get into the space of like property management, or like only like property buildings, and pretty much like government assisted property buildings. I feel like I'm not a winner, but I'm not a loser. I'm like on the fence. I got A1 credit already. Ooh. And I got really put something to the side of it. I'm just trying to invest. I want to retire my mom. I want to help this generational work. That's what I want to do.
Easy work.
Everybody say activation.
Activation.
I was talking about the bamboo tree. The bamboo tree, that seed you plant in the ground. It takes that seed 5 years just to break ground. When it breaks ground, after that it takes only 6 weeks for that tree to grow up to 90 foot tall. Why do it take 5 years for a 6 week of growth? Those roots, the stability that was underneath that ground, had to make sure that it was stable enough to hold what it was trying to grow. Some things is going to take time. This is going to take time. It's not going to be nothing that, we had a couple meetings and then we making, $800 million, we're going to make money. But it's going to see time and harvest. We're in the timing phase right now because everybody in here has planted some type of seed. You all have already planted some type of seed. So now we're in this phase called time. We got banks that we're going to have. We got grocery stores that we're going to have. We got schools that we're going to have. The man said, I already got trust. Everything is accurate. Everything is inside of the room. And so that stuff is just going to take time. I'm excited about it. I'm listening to everybody that's diverse and what you do and what you got going on. And there's nothing small in this room. Everything is big because things that you doing the forklift, I can't drive the forklift. I'm military. I need to be taught how to drive forklift. You say you got like 30 drivers, right? So who we need to be coming to see? Everything is in the room. So I'm excited about this.
I'm gonna stand up to the presence of someone. My name is Ray Martin. I'm a full-time Forex trader. I've been doing that for the last 5 years. I'm a YouTuber, traveled all around the world. I built schools in Africa. I'm very to myself. I recently, last year in 2024, opened up a barbershop in Lampton, Houston, Texas area called Fadeaway Barbershop in Lampton. I got in business with people who didn't carry the same principles as me. I invested more into that business, and people spent about $210,000 into that investment to lose it in 2 months. Forex trading, you can make money very fast, so I was able to survive that type of loss, and it just gave me the perspective of just kind of staying in my own lane for now, not giving people access to me, because I do spend a lot of time to study. There's nobody, I know it is nobody in this room that puts in the hours that I put in on my charts. I'm obsessed with it. I love my numbers. I love everything about investment, money. He thinks he's a stickler. Talk to me.
Talk to you.
Hey, bro.
We will.
The percentage of the percent. No, definitely. And the reason why I'm like that is because my family, I look at my family and what they talk about, and what they do, and what they argue about, and it won't matter if I do. The things that they want to be upset about, the functions that they want to throw, the funerals that they want to go to, it makes no sense to me. So, I love my family it's funny. I love my family from a distance, and I'm just looking for the people that I can truly call family, that I can invest my time in.
What's up, fam?
Look, seriously.
What's up, fam?
This is why.
Here we go.
This is why these type of fellowships here that we've been talking about is so needed. I don't care how diverse you are. Can you sit at the table and we eat together? Jesus fellowship. You know why a lot of churches struggle? Because they want your tithes and offering, but they won't spend no time with you. They fellowship. They want fellowship with you. Me, Jay, tell you the reason why we close. So I watched this man fellowship with so many people that have come and go, but he still fellowship. Fellowship is everything. I have a brother that's gonna be here probably next month that you gonna absolutely love. You think that you're crazy about it? I believe that when you meet him, that what you're doing and what he's already done. Like, the reason why he's not here right now, let me tell you how successful this brother is. The reason why he's not here right now is because he rented out an Airbnb this weekend. I think it was $3,500 per person to come sit in this Airbnb so he can teach them Bitcoin, I can't even say the word, for all of that. He's teaching them that, but they're paying him, y'all check this out, they're paying him $3,500 to learn how to become successful. So I want to make sure that I connect y'all, because it's people that talk, but I listen to what you said. You said, I stand up because I am a president. He said, I stood up because I am a president. Yeah, we're going to talk. Hey, welcome to the family.
My name is Peter Morrow. I would say that.
Speak up, young man. You're a man. Speak up.
My name is Peter Morrow, and I can say that I'm here to break my bad habits. Like, I'm ready to get pushed into the next stage of my life to become successful. My mom has always taught me to use my resources and stuff like that. So keep me invited here to bless them, and I'm ready to get to work. Like, if anybody in here need work, you know what I'm saying? I need an extra hand, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm willing to work. I'm willing to accept opportunities, make whatever I need, and help the community as well. I'm a big people person, and I feel like that's something that I can be a part of. Brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? That's something that mom is always something that I need, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, being older now. So I appreciate you.
Eric. My name is Derek Sherman, Common D. I drive trucks. Recently, going through the situation. Never been a lot of this, but like I said, pretty much anything I do. I drive a truck, but anything y'all need help with. I'm real big on youth, so I've been through a lot. So anything been with the youth or anything, I just everything. Y'all need some help, man. Just holler.
My name is Aaron Dorsey. Currently, I can say that I'm a laborer. I do a little plumbing, a little fencing. But as for now, I do whatever it takes to make it current. And I'm thankful that I have family that's pushing me to attend these meetings. I had missed the last one, because I was kind of being selfish with my time. But I really appreciate the opportunity, the messages. We talking 11 o'clock at night messages to, come in. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the opportunity and I'm willing to learn and do whatever it takes to be successful and help, not just for my success, but for my community's success.
He said that.
Yeah.
That give him
Like that.
give him 1 year. You give yourself 1 year. I said this earlier about my nephew. So I don't know you personally. 1 year. Just give God 1 good year. 1 year, and I promise you, everything that you got in here will manifest. 1 year.
I'm DJ. Real name is Demetrius. I don't really know my real purpose in life yet, but one thing I know is that I can do any job I put my mind to. Like if it's something that's broke down on my car, if I really put my mind to it, I can go out and fix it. If I want to learn how to build a fence, I can build a fence. No offense, but Bubba over here been building fences for probably 3 times longer than me, and I feel like I build a fence better than him.
That's how it chose to be. The student.
That's good. Yeah. That's good.
He don't know
You gotta show it.
That's me. I'm a master of my hands.
So we had a guy that sits in the back behind that TV. He's our media guy. And I remember him sitting where you were at. He said he didn't know what his gift was. And matter of fact, it's been probably about a year. Same thing I told you. He's now deployed right now, working as a